cold calling, right? Does that give you a cold chill just hearing the words cold calling? I realized very quickly that with the creation of Mom's House that I only wanted to work with the best leads, families that really had motivation to sell, that needed to sell, families that I could help. Cold calling, let me do my impersonation of a typical seller on cold calling. Yeah, I'll sell my house for the right price. Is that real motivation? Or is that somebody just saying, hey, you kind of spammed me out of the blue. You called me and said, hey, I want to buy your house. And I would give you that same response. If you called me today and said, Phil, I want to buy your house, I would say, cool, for the right price, right? I have no motivation to sell. It's not where I want to spend my time. Why is it called cold? It's because it's cold, guys. It's not very warm. The Mom's House leads are the exact opposite. They are the warmest of leads. These senior living professionals are putting me on a pedestal saying, Philip is the guy. You have to call Philip. He will fix this problem. It's the night and day difference between what you're trying to do right now. The saddest part about cold calling is that you are working your butt off. You're out there. I talk to a lot of you saying I make 1,500 calls. I do all these things to try to find that needle in the haystack business. I don't want to be in the needle in the haystack business, and that's how Mom's House was formed, this new category in real estate. And so if you're a cold caller, I just want you to know that there is a better way. I'm here to show you that today. I want you to be proud of the business you're in. It's going to be hard to be proud of being a cold caller, proud of having banded signs. How about pay-per-click? Let's talk about that one for a second. So these guys invent Google, right? And they make this creation where you can go in, you can summons anything from the internet. Pay-per-click is need to sell my house fast, right? Or they type in something like that. They show intent. I love it when a seller shows intent. That's better than a cold calling or bandit signs or all these other things, right? The pay-per-click world is great, but here's the problem. It's one of the most expensive ways to buy and get deals. They're showing intent, yes, but your blue link on Google looks no different than your competitor's blue link. All the websites look very similar. It's really hard to build a brand using pay-per-click. Some months it costs us, in our market, $7,400 to acquire a pay-per-click lead. Well, with an average profit of $15,000 to $17,000, if you're spending $7,400 on the lead, you've got a partner, and their name is Google, right? It's a very hard way to stand out. I know way too many people that get started, spend thousands of dollars, and then they don't have the money for the next month or the next month, and so they blow their money, it's over, and then they say, it was too hard to do pay-per-click, and now I'm out. And so I agree with them. It is a very hard way, unless you have a giant budget, a dedicated team to do it the right way. It's a really hard way to build a business around pay-per-click marketing. In fact, a lot of the big boys I know, what I mean by that is people that spend a ton of money on marketing every single month. They've pulled back the pay-per-click because it's too expensive. There's other ways to find deals. And so that's an interesting way to look at it. If it was very profitable, do you think they'd still leave it on? Obviously, the answer is yes.